Greetings and welcome to PinballHelp. Mike here. Today, work continues on this 1982 Gottlieb Haunted House pinball machine, and what I am doing now that we've got the game fully restored and working is I'm experimenting with some new boards. So in this video, I'm going to slowly start swapping out the default system boards and putting in some replacement boards that are supposed to be better. And first up is going to be the sound card. This is the default sound card that comes in the Gottlieb System80. I've recapped this and restored it, and it works fine, it plays fine, but we're going to try an alternative sound card from a company called Swemmer Electronics. So let's open the cabinet. I've already got it installed. You can take a look at it. And here it is right here. This is our updated soundboard, and this is apparently very, very similar to the original in terms of the components and the configuration and everything. It's got the same set of dip switches. Most of the components are in the same position. I understand that maybe the amplifier section might be using some other components that are a little bit more common than what was done back in the 80s. But it's basically the same board, but it also has some added features. This thing will do voice synthesis. So let's turn it on and let's take a look at this thing and see what it does, shall we? So I'm basically just going to turn the game on and start up a game, and we'll see the sound. Now, previous video I demoed the fully stock configuration, so now we're going to start showing some alternatives. What's interesting is when I turn the game on, you'll hear the sound card start up and it talks in speech. It's pretty neat. So let's see if we can hear this. You ready? Here we go. So it announces itself, and as you can see, these Swemmer boards kind of go overboard with the LEDs. It looks really cool. It's like there's a party happening there in the back box with all the LEDs. Obviously giving different indications of what sections on the board are what and what. It's pretty neat. I don't really know what they mean other than I guess everything is okay if the things are lit. I don't think any of the LEDs are dual state, so if they're either lit or not. I don't see any that are not lit. Obviously we do have sound. So, and let me cut this light down. You can see that thing is bright. It just lights up the back box. It's quite pretty. I really like it. I assume it doesn't use that much energy to have all those things lit all the time, and it is pretty neat. So let's start a game and let's see what is different about this, shall we? So you basically have, it sounds almost identical to the existing sound card, and maybe it's just because it is technically a drop-in replacement. So you notice that the sound just went out. This is what I've noticed since I've installed the card. It starts up, the sound starts playing, and then it just dies. Game still is completely working, but we now have no sound. I turned it on earlier and I thought, does this happen every time? Well, I'll run the camera and see, because it seems like usually things are always different when the camera's on. So I'm running into this weird glitch where the board will play and then just stop. And if I start another game, let's see, I don't have any money in it. Let me coin it out. And it's just, see, the sound just clicked off. I do not know why. If I turn the game off and back on, it will work. Also, I could hit the, let's hit the test button on the soundboard and see what happens there, shall we? Let's try that. Okay, let's see if this thing will go. So I hit the test button. Nothing. Weird. All right, let's turn it off and turn it back on. All right. I don't know. It's saying something, but I can't really. Now let's hit the test button.
Entering test sequence.
So I heard that entering test sequence. Hit it one more time, it makes this buzz. I don't know what that is. Hit it another time.
Test sequence complete.
Test sequence complete.
This release 2.25 through browsers.
Says something.
Serial number 25.
So release 2 dot.
Welcome to the Haunted House in Multiball.
Welcome to the Haunted House in Multiball. Now maybe this is a special version that's designed for the Multiball version of the game. I don't know. I know that they have some modified versions. I just don't know. So we'll start another game. Put some more credits in. Okay, we got credits on the thing? Yes. Alright, start a game. Is it not starting? No, it's not. That is weird, huh? Look, nothing ever works the way you would think it would work, huh? Alright, turn it off. Turn it back on. Now, I don't know of any of the ground mods that need to be done to this game, but just to be on the safe side, I'm going to reseat this connector here. Okay, just in case that could be a cause of the problem. Turn the game on. There we go. It's all working. Let's coin this thing up. All right. Start a game, and it won't start a game. Is that weird or what? That is very odd. So something wonky is going on with the game. Everything was working fine before. So, what do we do now? What do we do? Well, the next step was going to be to put the Swemmer MPU board in. Maybe it'll work better with that. Or do I take this board out and put the original board in? I don't know. What to do. So in fairness, this board I did not pay for. This board was sent to me. I sold a machine to Mr. Swemmer, and he was kind enough to send a few boards when he found out I had a haunted house. So maybe these are prototypes. I know one of the problems is there doesn't appear to be any kind of a site for the manuals or any kind of support for this. Previously it was a Facebook page, but that's not up anymore. There's still some places where you can buy these boards, but they're hard to come by because they're all hand done and they tend to sell out fast. And everybody that I've used some of these boards in other machines have never ever had a problem. So this particular sound card seems to be an isolated thing. And I still also can't rule out that there may still be something glitchy with the game, even though it was working fine before I swapped the board out. So what to do? Let's give it one more try. Alright. So let's start a game. Now it's not starting a game. It's very odd. Alright. I say for the next trick, let's swap out the MPU board. Let's put the Swemmer board in and see what happens. And so we'll have that. And then after that, we're going to try the Pascal Janin board. Although my inclination is to put the original sound card in and just check it just to make sure we've got a baseline. So maybe I'll do that next. So stay tuned for more. We'll find out what is the mystery, what's going on with the game.